but it is going to bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Tonight, we're back on the darkest part of TikTok. Videos that you never thought existed. And I can promise you after clicking on this video, you will not be the same person you were. And don't run now because you clicked on this video, you knew what you were signing yourself up for. And these videos are so disturbing that I don't even think you're going to be able to make it till the end of this video. But if you think you can, let me know in the comments. And I know some of you are running to the comments already talking about Sean, these videos are not even scary. Just wait till the end of this video, you will regret that decision. What's even scarier than the TikToks we're about to watch tonight is the fact that 60% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe for more scary videos. Thank you.
World War III could start after these two countries, both backed by superpowers, declared war on each other. After months of border clashes and rising tensions, Pakistan has officially declared that it is now in open war with Afghanistan and launched a barrage of airstrikes on their capital, Kabul. Afghanistan quickly promised to respond with a retaliatory strike of its own, fueling concerns that this relatively small conflict could quickly escalate and drag the world into war, as both countries have these very powerful backers. First, Pakistan has long held extremely close ties with the main military and economic superpower of the East, China, and although Beijing maintains that it does not have any official alliances, its relationship with Pakistan is as close as it gets. But Afghanistan, following the withdrawal of US troops and the rise of the Taliban, has also formed close ties with multiple regional powers, including India and Iran, all of whom are now urging both sides to de-escalate as any continued fighting will eventually force their intervention.
You know, it'd be a great alternative. Instead of sending innocent people that have nothing to do with this beef out there on the front lines, why don't we just have all of the leaders 1v1? I mean, from the Epstein files, they really love their, hunting party. So we can give each of them a weapon of their choice, put them out in the field, and whoever wins, that settles the beef.
It's now been confirmed that David is the #1 suspect in the investigation into what happened to Celeste Hernandez. We are also finding out the very disturbing details of how Celeste was recovered in the trunk of David's Tesla. And I know y'all, I might sound like I'm whispering, and it is because I have lost my voice, but this is some really important information, so let's get into it. This information is coming out from court documents about the grand jury who is investigating David. And the only reason that someone got their hands on this document is because David's father, David's mother, and David's brother have been subpoenaed to testify to this grand jury. And they have been trying to fight having to go testify to this grand jury. And this is where this document is actually coming out of. I am now convinced that these grand jury subpoenas for his mother, his father, and his younger brother are coming from this night at the Fonda Theater where David performed. His mother was in attendance, his younger brother was in attendance, and also his younger sister, who actually performed with him this night at the Fonda Theater. This is the same night that we would see that video of Celeste Hernandez going backstage with David's younger brother, and also in that video it appears to be David's younger sister. This photo right here is one of the pictures from that night. As you can see, David's little sister is wearing the same outfit as in the other pictures, and this is when she would actually get on stage and perform with David. This is a very viral photo that went around a while ago of Celeste in the bottom corner watching David perform. Here's the video of Celeste, and it appears she's holding David's younger sister's hand, and there's David's younger brother as she goes backstage. As you can see in this grand jury document, it says the target is David Burke, and they believe that the target may have been involved in committing the following criminal offense, which is murder. They actually give a code that is under the type of charges that they are investigating David for, and up in the right hand corner it breaks it down, and it said that this charge, they are looking at it to be premeditated. In this case, the target, which is David, may be involved in the passing of Celeste Hernandez, who may have been victim of foul play. And right here, it confirms that she was found not intact in David's Tesla. Now this part right here is where they get into more information confirming multiple different reports that we have heard about Celeste Hernandez. It said that the LAPD detectives responded to the Hollywood tow yard to investigate a call Tesla. They obtained a search warrant for David's Tesla, and then they opened it to discover a black bag covered with insects and a smell of strong decay. You're telling me Celeste was in just like this? This is what she was in David's Tesla. This bag is used for the storage and also transportation of when they pay, which is why I assume they are investigating this as some type of premeditated act. Using black latex gloves, detectives partially unzipped the bag where they found they found that the arms and legs had been, and when the black bag was removed from the vehicle, they found another bag which contained those parts. So now there is no more speculation into how they are looking into David, what they are looking into David for, and also how Celeste was recovered from the trunk of his Tesla. I am absolutely horrified to hear all of this and now knowing that this is in fact the case. And it's even more concerning that David's parents do not want to testify to this grand jury. And I really hope that Celeste Rivas Hernandez gets some type of justice here very soon. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
You know, I really don't get how this dude's not in jail. They're like, oh my gosh, David, your music is so good. You could have never done this, bro. You can stay free. You know, we'll figure it out. We'll let you know. Like, bro, throw him in a slammer.
So this YouTuber wanted to see what would happen if he charged his iPhone with 100 Apple chargers at the same time. So he welded 100 chargers together, put a new cap on it, then got 4 power strips and plugged it all in. He wanted to compare it to using one charger, so he plugged in 2 dead iPhones at the same time. The one with the Giga charger immediately turned on and did not blow up, while the other one took about 2 minutes to turn on. Then 2 long hours later, the 100 charger got the phone up to 98%, while the single charger was at about 93.
What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, the government knows about them, and there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now aren't.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped.
What the heck is going on here? Oh, other than this astronaut very oddly using this tool. Looks like me trying to look busy when the boss is about to walk by. Steve, American, they're $3 billion are watching. Look busy. So have you seen this video of this supposed spacewalk from the ISS? Notice anything specifically strange about it? Why are we hearing sound? So, as many are aware, there is no sound in space because space is mostly a vacuum lacking the air molecules required for sound waves to travel, making it silent to the human ear. So then why are we hearing what sounds like ambient sounds coming from the ISS spacewalk? Now, what it wants us to believe is that what we're actually hearing is conducted vibrations from within the spacesuit or space station structure. But the AI response also admitted that yes, audio is frequently added or enhanced in post-production for NASA's videos. And as many of you know from my previous videos, NASA appears to use post-production a lot in its videos, as it also admitted here, saying that yes, NASA uses computer-generated imagery or CGI. So obviously, yes, NASA's going to doctor up videos a bit before releasing them. But again, as shown in many of my previous videos, why do they require a green screen when shown to be on the space station? And why would they need to add sound to a spacewalk?
I am worried to make this post about my son, but it is definitely necessary at this time. Please, can anyone contact me if they know where he is? Thank you to all of his loving fans. So that was Tyler Oliveira's mom, and literally a couple hours before she made that post, he posted this. I haven't even scratched the surface at Ben Shapiro. Cars for Kids official TV commercial, almost showing some like old old conspiracy theory type YouTube ad, I guess. Keep in mind, this was after his new video was removed and his Patreon was wiped off completely, and that's where he made all of his money. Who wouldn't want to donate their used car for some needy kids, am I right? So apparently this commercial is a bunch of needy kids singing that you should donate your car so that they can eat, but kids can't drive, so why would you donate their car? Your car, sorry. But anyways, people looked into this and basically realized it's a Jewish non-profit car donation organization. So it gets people to donate their car, definitely to kids. Dude, that is insane. What do y'all think about this in the comments? It's getting crazy. So there are apparently not even close to 8 billion people on Earth, and we've been knowing this if you actually look into it. Scientists may have severely miscalculated how many humans are on Earth, official research revealed. Hey guys, just count all the people that are like trafficked or born, taken away, stolen, all the people that lived in like uncivilized nations. Like there's no way they counted them. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. But obviously 8 billion is just a rough estimate. But it definitely would be better for the people that are higher up to make it seem like there's more people on Earth, because then they can start enforcing a bunch of things. But that's a different topic. Actually less than the estimates. I saw a guy do the math on China, and there's no way they have over 1 billion people. No, everyone inflates the numbers. The amount of people in third world countries are definitely inflated so they can get more money, financial aid from first world countries. And right, they asked India, hey India, how many people do you have? Oh, we have 2 billion. Okay, and then they add that. Like, bro, obviously it's a lot more calculated, but anyways, guys, what do y'all think about this? Do you believe in this? Have you heard any other stories like I was talking about?
Proof that Hollywood is evil.
I haven't seen any lizard guys in suits. That's good. No, Scarlet, it sucks. What I want to do goat sacrifices because that's actually pretty spooky. Oh, wow. Also, I'd love to give a shout out to Satan. Do you indulge in any form of worship? All the time. So tell me about that. I give my demons free cheese. That's unusual, but I appreciate that.
I want you guys to keep in mind, this is the same Doja Cat who showed up like this to a red carpet. I mean, what do you think this could actually mean? People for years have also said that this look from Doja Cat was more about humiliation, if you catch my drift. To put the cherry on top, this is the same Doja Cat who had this cake for her 27th birthday party. She quite literally in interviews, etc., has called this party an eyes wide shut party. Whoa. It's also quite ironic because Doja Cat has lashed out over people that believe she might be into some dark stuff over the years. People have said for years that truth is stranger than fiction. Comment below with your thoughts. Am I onto something or am I tripping? Wake up.
Cash App is in a lot of trouble. Not only did they lie about customer support phone numbers, because who does that? They got fined $75 million that they have to pay back to customers. Go get your money. Number two, not only did they lie about the support numbers, they lied about the disputes. They said it was the responsibility of your bank to process the dispute, when in reality it was their responsibility. They lied to you all about frauds and scams and schemes that happened on their platform, saying that closing accounts as a result, and actually never notifying the customer that their account would be closed for frauds and scams that had nothing to do with them. That makes no sense. They never paid you people back their money. They never properly investigated, and they're now being held accountable. They would lock accounts. They not only, I keep going back to them lying about phone numbers. Who does that? They didn't give provisional credits. If you submitted disputes, they didn't process the disputes. Cash App should be ashamed. They are fined by the CFPB, and their leadership just needs to be overturned and need to do better.
Update on Carl Grillmeyer, the Caltech astrophysicist that was just hours after President Trump told the government to release the alien files. Turns out that he also went to Caltech for graduate school, the same place that Bob Lazar said that he went to graduate school. And what do you know? They're the same age. They're both 67, so they would have gone to school together. It's also important to note that NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory is at Caltech. And don't forget, in 1989, Bob Lazar claimed that he worked at Area 51, where he was using an unknown element, element 115, to fuel jet propulsion. They called him crazy because there was no such thing as element 115, of course, until 15 years later when it was discovered in 2004. I just have to wonder if these two were friends. And what could Carl have possibly known? And why was he? I'd love to ask him, but as Bill Gates would say,
Well, he's dead, so, in general, you always have to be careful.
So there's that. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
So I asked ChatGPT, right? I'm like, why did these ants climbed on these fries, right? And literally clapped out the game. And it was like, oh, it might be salt, hot oil, it's too much salt. The fries are not, I find it funny how I immediately went to, oh, the fries aren't toxic. They're not toxic, this and that, right? I could have swore you growing up, you see ants and all that on McDonald's, bro, and on food. It didn't matter what it was. But if the ants are crawling on the McDonald's fries and eating them and clapping out because their body's so small, right? What do you think it's doing to you? You know when I realized we've been like duped with fast food and stuff like that? When you can literally go to the store and get a potato for 50 cents and get 10 times the amount of fries, 10 times the amount of flavor. Like, we got fries at home. You should have just listened to your mom. We got McDonald's at home. We don't need that. You know why you want a McDonald's when you was young? McDonald's. Because they had you in an addictive loop. And then notice, the Happy Meals, look what they're aiming at. But as you get older, all this stuff becomes slop. And you can't say it was better back in the day too. But even when you think about all them Debbie cakes and all that, you can't eat none of that stuff no more. If I eat some candy, I'm gonna eat some fruit. If I eat candy, it's gonna dehydrate me now. I'm like, give me the fruit, man. Give me a real mango. I don't want no mango candy.
Fool, they're saying the earth is running out of water. How the is the earth running out of water? How do that even make sense, bruh? They're calling this the global water bankruptcy. I swear them people be having names for everything, bruh. So they said the Colorado River runoff is up. They said it's getting worse and worse. And then they said some of the lakes in Texas look like as if someone pulled the little drain plug and all the water was going away or some shit. And they also said California too. They said some people be having it screwed. They think just because they getting a little rain is good. But I guess that little rain not helping. Now, let's say this is actually true. That means they gonna start making restrictions on certain things. Like imagine you gotta take a shower or something, and they say you can only run your water for like 2 minutes, fool. Or they have an automatic switch where they shut your water off if you're going over the time limit. Or just imagine they give you a limit to water in general, like the water you buy, the water you use to wash yourself, the water you use to wash a car, anything. What if they start making restrictions on that? Is that where we're headed? Because they're saying we're running out of water. But I'm lost. Somebody let me know down below in the comments. How y'all feel about this? That sounds wild to me, fool.
But it is gonna bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human still. But I was just referring to myself in the past. Not that I was not human.
Mark, are the allegations true that you're secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no on that. I am not a lizard.
We print our mission on the inside.
What? Oh my
really?
God, the inside of the hoodie, everybody. Take a moment. What is it? Making the
world more open and connected.
Oh my God, it's like a secret vault. Oh my God, it's like a secret vault. Look at that, making the world open and connected. Stream graph platform, and this weird symbol in the middle that is probably for the Illuminati.
So now you're telling me that there's an underground city below Los Angeles that's been there for God knows how long, called Subtropolis? I'm sorry, what? I've never heard of such a thing, but I just saw a video today and now my mind is blown because I've been obsessing over the fires and all the random information that I'm getting from people that live there, from the news, from TikTok. A lot of things in my mind don't add up with these fires. And I'm sure a lot of you agree with me. I've heard some theories, some a little way over here, but they also make sense. Some way over here, but those also make sense too. So there's an underground city, and the video, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, find the video now. It was called Subtropolis. But they keep it was giving Raiders of the Lost Ark vibe. That's the only way I can describe it. Like, you're gonna find some deep, dark government secrets. Find the video.
So as soon as the USA takes over TikTok, the most popular influencer is this guy, John, from the CIA. And look at all of these different accounts that absolutely blew up. It's been how many months since the full US takeover of TikTok? And one of the most popular people on that app right now is John effing Kiriko, LMAO. He also went to prison for blowing the whistle in the CIA's torture program. Not sure if the CIA is friendly with him. Bro, if the CIA did not want him saying that, they would have taken him out a long time ago. Are y'all actually serious? You think they would allow him to blow up this big, just leaking everything as a whistleblower? Guys, y'all are so dumb. Oh my god. He criticizes Israel and Epstein, so unless it's some 5D chess stuff, then I don't think he is still CIA. Okay, yeah, guys, 100%, the CIA is not playing 5D chess. They're only playing 1D chess, right, guys? They're only playing 2D, let's say, right? They're not playing 5D. Why would the CIA play 5D chess? Come on. Guys, y'all need to wake up, dude.
Honestly, I feel like they're just trying to normalize everything that they've been doing. So throwing people in the mainstream media that are going to tell the horrific stories, and everyone's just going to be like, yo, that's crazy, and then move on. You know what I'm saying? Go back to eating their McDonald's and frying their brain.
If you don't know what's happening this Saturday, you're going to want to watch this video right now. You might be it happens again. No, this is not from a movie. You are genuinely going to be able to see all of these planets line up in space in a row. Yeah, what? Because that sounds mad. This is known as the planetary parade, and it is happening on February 28th, so this Saturday. I'm going to tell you how to see it, where to see it, and what time to see it. Now, this is where these 6 planets actually line up in a straight line in the sky, and you're able to just see them all on the horizon. And you can see right here, you've got Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, Venus, Neptune. They're all right there. And depending on how clear the sky is by you, you may be able to get some insane views and photos. Now, as I say, this is pretty rare. This isn't actually going to happen again for quite some time, so you don't want to miss this. Share with a friend and follow me. Reportedly, it won't happen until 2040, and they've been reporting on this since last year. That's how much of a big deal this is. Although I did find online that it says you could be able to see it again in October 2028 and then 2034. Christ. Yeah, the main point is just don't miss it. If you want to see it, you're going to want to head outside just after sunset. It's going to be there for around 30 to 60 minutes when the sun goes down, and pretty much from anywhere on Earth and whatever time zone you're in, just go out after sunset.
If you're somebody that owns an iPhone, you might want to watch this video right now because a new security warning was just issued, and it involves not only just your camera but also your microphone. So does everybody obviously know about those green and orange and yellow little dots that are at the top of your iPhone? Apple obviously added that feature intentionally so that you would know whenever something is recording you. But actually, these researchers just discovered that a new spyware that's called Predator can now completely turn them off. And here's where the entire thing gets scary, because the spyware doesn't need you to click on anything at all. It can infect your phone with zero interaction whatsoever. And the company behind it, by the way, is called Intellexa, and they've already been sanctioned by the US government for using it to spy on journalists and political activists. But that's not even the worst part, by the way, because once it's on your device, your phone will actually work completely normally. Apps will open, notifications will come through, nothing looks wrong whatsoever. But basically, somebody can be watching you through your camera and listening to you through your microphone without you ever even knowing. Dude, the only thing that they're saying would stop this is a full reboot, so you would have to restart your phone at least once a week to make sure it's not on. And then they're saying that the latest iOS update fixes this security flaw, so to update your iOS to the latest one. Huh?
No one has any clue what it is.
What the? Shut up! What is that?
I'm trying to make sense of it myself.
What is that, bro? Something's going on over there.
Is that some sort of... That's not a foam finger that got caught up in the rainstorm, is it?
No way.
No way. Come on. It looks like a giant ice cube you might have pulled out of your fridge.
I don't know about all that. Shut up!
Head groundskeeper Patrick Coakley, otherwise known as Irish, has come to scoop it up. Still have no clue what the unidentified object may be.
What?
Is it a big wisp of cotton candy that flew off the roof?
Doubt that.
Patrick's struggling to contain it. It's trying to float away.
Something's going on at that baseball game, guys. That thing came out of nowhere. People are saying that it's a cloud that fell from the sky. Right? That's what it kind of looks like. Other people are saying that it's a big ball of cotton. Who knows where it came from, right? Other people are saying that that's a shapeshifter. Because they could turn into a shape and then... Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what the hell is going on at that baseball game, but that thing came out of nowhere and they don't know what it is and everybody's still trying to figure it out. Shut up! Listen, I told you guys, this is nothing. There's going to be more things coming out of nowhere. Who knows where it came from? From the sky? From a different dimension? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game right, guys. You know what it is. Shut up! But I tell you one thing. If I'm ever at a baseball game and one of those things come floating out of nowhere, I'm going home. I'm out of here.
Okay guys, pretty crazy breaking news. The president and CEO of the World Economic Forum has just resigned after the organization launched an investigation into his ties with, you guessed it, Jeffrey Epstein. Man, do you know what that means? That means in the last week alone, not Prince Andrew, arrested, Lord Mandelson in the UK, arrested, Bill Gates formally apologized to his staff at the foundation, admitted 2 affairs with Russian women. Larry Summers, he just announced yesterday that he too will resign after Harvard launched an investigation into his ties with Epstein. Nobel Prize winner and leading molecular biologist Richard Axel, he also announced yesterday that he too was resigning. Bill and Hillary Clinton are having to testify in front of Congress today and tomorrow on their ties with Epstein. A couple of days ago, a legal review was just ordered into the president of Bard College, and then today, the head of the WEF, which is widely considered one of the most influential organizations around the world, also gone. And that is just 1 week. That's crazy.
So Bill Gates is on an island with one of the biggest freaks in the world doing the most horrific things possible. And bro gets written off with a I'm sorry. But God forbid I go 50 and a 45. You know, they're pulling me over. They're giving me all the tickets they can. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm the biggest criminal in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Want to hear a crazy coincidence pertaining to history? December 5th, 1664, a ship sank off the coast of Wales in the Menai Strait. 81 people on the ship died, and there was only 1 survivor, and his name was Hugh Williams. December 5th, 1785, a ship sunk in the exact same spot. Everyone died except 1 person. Can you guess his name?
Hugh Williams.
Hugh Williams.
What?
August 5th, 1821, a ship sank in this same spot. 1 survivor, Hugh Williams. August 19th, 1889, a coal barge sunk, same spot, except this time there was 2 survivors. Can you guess their name?
Huey and Hugh.
Both named Hugh Williams. That's 5 Hugh Williams.
How was that possible?
It seems like this guy's like a time traveler.
Yeah.
He's like, I gotta fix this.
Because he's like, I got to stop this ship.
New documents reveal to us that David is the target for this arrest. But why? Well, it got a lot worse, and there's a lot more details that we didn't know at first. But ever since Celeste Rivas got brutally, we had no idea why people weren't arresting David right away, and the internet was pissed about it. So now we got this new document released from the court hearing, and what it says might surprise you. So this is a petition for David's family to appear before the grand jury. And in this document, it says Celeste and were in one bag, and her arms and legs were in another bag. This was a brutally organized. Not only that, it says that David is the prime target for this arrest right now, which is super good news. But the fact that he's not in any form of confinement right now is the craziest part about all this. Comment your thoughts, guys. Did he do it? Did he not? Justice for Celeste Rivas. This guy is an absolute madman. He should be locked up immediately.
What happened to Jim Carrey, you all?
Who is this right here? That doesn't even look like the same guy. Can someone seriously tell me what is going on? Does that look like the same person to you? This video is for entertainment purposes only, but don't you find it very bizarre how he was walking very fast in this video, like he really didn't want anybody to really get a good look of him, of his face. What is really going on here, you all? Because you can just say that, oh, he's aging. That's all that it is. He has longer hair. But something weird is going on. Again, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what is going on here. Probably nothing at all. It's probably just because he has gotten older. It probably is just age, right? Right. Again, I don't know what is going on, but you have to admit that he looks a little different these days. What do you think?
Explain.
So, you search up why is my wife yelling at me? It comes up with feeling unheard, financial stress, mental health struggles, or disrespect.
Okay.
And then if you look up why is my husband yelling at me, it comes up with the National Domestic Violence Hotline.
Come on, doggy. Oh my God. So you mean to tell me, if a woman screams at a man, that means that they going through things, right? But if a man screams at a woman, whether that's his girl, his homegirl, right? That means that they should call that phone number, you mother. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for insane purpose only. I don't know who the hell did that, but Google, you better fix that, bro. Shut up. Don't you dare get loud with her. Because she's gonna call. She got the number. If you ever raise your voice, if you tell the truth, oh, hell no. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game I ain't got. You know what it is. Shut up. That's ridiculous. Because if they scream at you, they had so many reasons to justify it for them, right? But if you scream at them, automatic hotline number. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game I ain't got. You know what it is. Shut up. But I'll tell you one thing. If I'm ever arguing with any woman, whether that's my girl, right, my homegirl, and they say, I'm going to call this number on you, or you going to call? Let me see that phone real quick.
What if you've never actually experienced your own? There's a theory called quantum immortality that says every time you should, you don't. Here's how it works. Every life or death moment splits reality. In one version, you die. In another, you survive. Both timelines exist. But you can only be conscious in the version where you're still alive. So from your perspective, you always make it. That car that almost hit you, that surgery that barely worked, that moment that statistically should have ended you, maybe in another timeline it did. But the disturbing part is you would never know. Your awareness would automatically shift into the branch where you survived over and over again. Meaning you might already be the version of yourself that beat impossible odds multiple times, while other versions didn't. You're not lucky, you're just the one that kept continuing. And if that's true, how many times have you already died somewhere else? As always, stay weird.
It just got 10 times worse for David. After everything that's unfolded in this David and Celeste case, everybody's been so fuming mad that he hasn't been arrested yet. But in this new document, which is a petition to get David's family to stand before the grand jury, it says 2 new key pieces of information, and one of them is absolutely disgusting. So first it says here that David is the target for this and the prime suspect. But that is nothing compared to the fact that apparently Celeste, her arms, legs were all put into separate bags. In one bag in a separate bag. Absolutely guilty. I don't care what you guys say, but this is crazy. Do y'all think David is guilty? I don't see how you couldn't at this point, but follow for more updates on it. We will keep you posted. Rest in peace to Celeste Rivas, and prayers for her family.
Let's have a look at this lady behind President Trump and just look into her eyes. I've been saying this for a long time. The people that are running the show, the people that are behind the closed doors, they are not human. They are some sort of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids, and it's been caught on tape over and over and over again. They live amongst us. And this is why they're so evil, because they're not connected to the source of all creation. Peace and love.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I've been a human all my life, and I could tell you that is not a human. When have you, you know what I'm saying? We're all, you know, for the most part, I don't know if there's some lizards watching my video or not. For the most part, you know, we're all human here. So we can all agree that's not normal. I don't care what problems you got going on. I don't care, you know, you might have, I don't know, some people got some stuff going on, but that is not normal.
So a leaked footage from 1950 saying that they interviewed an alien. This is the alien. Hold up. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, so now, when does the nuclear war start? Yeah. 1/2 century, bro. By who? Damn. That's the Antichrist. Bro, this is insane, bro. I got goosebumps, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Jesus Christ is king, is bigger than any alien, any demon, anything. Jesus Christ is bigger, but let me know what y'all think. Is this real? This is for real leap from a secret government. I think Area 51.
Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of the video made you tremble in your boots, and we're gonna be on to the next one. Thank you.